Alright, so this video is going to be very, very different. Right now, I'm just gonna go on a rant, and we're gonna leave the fun stuff for next time. I got other videos planned that should be bangers, but this time, I just want to talk. May 15th, we have a Chinese American church that witnessed a shooting. A couple days later, the Buffalo shooting happens. And then we fast forward to this week, where we have probably one of the most devastating school shootings since Sandy Hook, where a fucking asshole walked into an elementary school in Texas and just shot 14 kids and one teacher. And just, it's insane how all this happened in a span of 2 weeks. 2 fucking weeks. This all happened in a span of 2 weeks, just like that. And it's just, it infuriates me. The fact is, the fact that like this, that I'm numb to this. Like half the people that hear this are numb to this. Like we're used to things. We're used to shootings happening in America, and that shouldn't be the case. Because look, there are so many staggering facts about school shootings and stuff. The crazy thing is, in America, in just the past year, there's been 283 shootings out of every other country, which was only in a single digits. In America, we're here in a triple digits of school shootings, which is insane. It's just insane, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy, and also there's another thing I'm going to talk about, which I'm going to go later on. But all I just want to say is I just want to pose this question: is just what the hell are we doing? Like, we keep saying, oh, we gotta do something about this. We said the same thing about Sandy Hook. What happened? Nothing happened. We said the same thing about Parkland. What happened? We said we need to do something about it. Nothing happened. And we're here today. More kids are being killed. More people are being killed. More African Americans are being killed. More Asian Americans are being killed. Off of people who are most likely going to be like given the pass because they have mental illness. By the way, I'm not gonna say the name of the shooter for the Texas shooting, because he doesn't deserve to be named or given any light. But apparently he did the shooting because he was poor and bullied. So apparently, being bullied gives you the right to shoot 14 little kids. 14 little kids. Because apparently some dude said you were poor and didn't have clothes. Dude, I remember when I was poor and I remember I didn't have the good clothes. Did I go, and I was bullied? Did I go ahead and shoot my school up or shoot elementary school? No, I didn't. I got my money up and got better clothes. So stop being a fucking pussy. And another thing about this shooting that recently came out is just the fucking incompetence of that county's police force. Just hearing the stories of how big of a failure they did to just protect the kids is just beyond me. Like there's a bunch of stories here. I'm gonna say a couple. One story, which is what I'm gonna post a video somewhere in here. Actually, let me do it now. Let me show you the video.
The shooting through the door, I told my friend to hide under something so he won't find us. I was hiding hard and I was telling my friend to not talk because he's gonna hear us. The cop said help if you need help, and then one of the persons in my class said help. The guy overheard and he came in and shot her.
So, if you don't understand what happened, I'm gonna just say it right. The kid should have probably said it in very, very clear terms. But Apparently, what happened was the police, a cop came into the school, right, and he told the kid to and there were kids hiding, right, and the kid that was telling the story, they noticed that the cop noticed that they were there, right, and the cop, being as smart as he is, decided to say, "Hey, if you need help, yell out for help." A kid yelled out for help. Guess what? That kid, that kid got spotted by the shooter, and the shooter shot her. You know, it's just crazy. As cops, they should have done better for this, because again, this isn't Columbine. This isn't Parkland, where this is high school. They're where Parkland or Columbine, where they're high school. They're almost adults. This was an elementary school full of kindergartners and fourth graders, and they didn't do enough to help them. 14 dead because they couldn't do nothing about it, and they chose to do nothing about it because apparently another story came out that the shooter was in the school for a whole hour, an hour, just doing whatever he pleases. And what were the police doing? I don't know, doing something because apparently they didn't want to get shot. And if you think I was playing, here's the video.
But don't current best practices, Lieutenant, call for officers to disable a shooter as quickly as possible, regardless of how many officers are actually on site?
Correct. The active shooter situation, you want to stop the killing, you want to preserve life, but also one thing that, of course, the American people need to understand is that officers are making entry into this building. They do not know where the gunman is. They are hearing gunshots. They are receiving gunshots. At that point, if they proceeded any further, not knowing where this suspect was at, they could have been shot. They could have been killed. And at that point, that gunman would have the opportunity to kill other people inside that school. So they were able to contain that gunman inside that classroom so that he was not able to go to any other portions of the school to commit any other killings.
It's actually like, it actually wants to make me, I almost want to laugh at how just a complete failure the police did to protect these kids. And also, apparently, another thing I heard was that some of the cops that did get into school only went to save their kids, not saving the kids that were hiding for their lives. They were saving their kids from getting shot. So apparently, the people that were told to protect and serve only protect and serve their kin, and not the other kids that were in danger of getting shot. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand what's going on. Like, the fact that, and also another thing, the whole aftermath of this thing is just amazing. All these politicians, the people that banned abortions, the people that saying that trans people are apparently killing your kids, are the ones who are trying to blame other things on why this thing happened. They're saying, "Oh, maybe you locked the doors. Maybe this isn't what happened. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the dude could have broke the window and still got in." And like, it's crazy. You're gonna find so many different ways to think of a way to not blame guns. Like, look, myself, I support the Second Amendment. I feel like a person should have a right to defend themselves. You know, if someone breaks into their home. But the fact that a dude can have a military grade weapon inside of their home is crazy. It's beyond me. And the fact that you have politicians supporting this, and the fact that even when this stuff happens, they're gonna find different ways to defend the right to have guns, military grade guns. It's crazy. It's like, I don't know. And again, it brings me up to the question is, what the hell are we doing? Like, we keep saying we want something to change, and whenever we do something, it always gets ignored. The cycle just continues. The shooting happens. We grieve over it. We cry. We say we're in the thought of the victims and the people affected by it. and then we say we need change. Oh, a couple months later, all forgotten, and have memorials and stuff and sounds and like something fucking needs to change. And I just and do you know, and you know what the sad thing is? Me saying this is not gonna change anything. You saying something needs to change is not gonna change anything because apparently we got people in office who were doped into having a pet fucking rock, and people who ate lead and fucking thought that putting cocaine in coke was a good idea are running this place. The people that think that if you change your sex, you're basically putting your kids at risk when people are literally running into schools and killing the kids and finding ways to say that the guns are not the reason. It's just disheartening, man. Like I don't know what the hell we gotta do to stop this, but other than vote, which I know is not gonna work because even Congress themselves, full grown adults can't get along to find a way to compromise. But it's other than that, I just don't know what the hell we're gonna do to stop this from happening. Uh, uh, it's it's just depressing because we're still gonna have little kids and people who haven't even experienced life yet. This was they are probably so close to moving on to the summer. Now that's gone away from them and stuff. It's just disheartening. But yeah, I don't even feel like doing my regular spiel at the end of the video. All I'm gonna say is that I just want your I want your thoughts on this whole situation in the comments. You can comment if you want to, put your thoughts and prayers and stuff. Yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. Mox out.